YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So I found some very insightful and telling information regarding the way in which Charles is still very much fuming at Harry and Meghan and all of their latest antics, and he has decided to take revenge upon them by never ever allowing Archie to get a title or Lily to get a title. So she will never ever become a princess like Princess Charlotte, and Archie will never ever become a prince like the Cambridge's children. When Charles assumes the throne, he has the power to bestow upon them titles, prince and princess titles. Now, it has been revealed by insiders that Prince Harry is up in arms with it. So I'm just going to read from my source. Insiders say Prince Harry is up in arms after Prince Charles revealed he's refusing to give his grandson Archie a royal title. Prince Charles was a typical proud grandpa as he expressed his delight at welcoming his fifth grandchild on June 4th, writing congratulations to Prince Harry and Meghan and Archie on the arrival of baby Lilibet Diana. Charles, 72, wrote on social media wishing them all well at this time. Days later, the heir to the throne publicly gushed again, calling Lily's birth such happy news during an official royal speech at a car factory. And of course, we know that they have to keep up their own public perception that there's no bitter blood. But we all know exactly what is going on behind closed doors. So the source goes on to reveal, but behind the scenes, sources tell us the celebratory messages are falling flat for Harry and Meghan. According to insiders, the duo recently learned Charles has officially banned their 2-year-old son, Archie, from carrying the royal title of prince. Charles had made it very clear to Harry and Meghan that their children will never ever receive royal titles, and that's fair and square. With all of the negative things that Harry and Meghan have done, why should they ever get any royal titles? And it would be an embarrassment for the royal family to give these two runaway rogue royals yet more perks and more ammunition to use against them. If they allow them to have royal titles, in my personal opinion, they'll be running free out in America, and it will empower them to sign yet more lucrative deals that they don't deserve. And they will also be able to create a faux royal family out in the US, which is a load of rubbish. It's not the real thing, but that's effectively what they will be doing. They won't just have 2 rogue runaway royals, they'll now have 4. So it goes on to say tensions between Harry and Charles had reached a fever pitch in March following Harry's bombshell television interview in which he claimed his father was trapped by the royals. The source says Harry is now furious over what he feels is a cruel snub. Charles's plan means only official heirs and their family members will receive titles, financial support, and security funded by UK taxpayers. And we know that Charles is famed for going on record saying that he essentially feels as though the royal family needs to be slimmed down, and those who are getting access to the purse, the royal purse, which is funded by us as British taxpayers, needs to be allocated to a limited amount of people. So when he assumes the throne, this is more than likely going to happen. He's definitely going to be scrutinizing who's getting royal funding and who is not. And with Harry's negativity and his lack of gratitude for all of the money that he received, the 2.5 million he received last year from his father's funding, you can see that Harry's definitely on that list to be axed. But what Harry didn't foresee was that his father would go this far to ensure that his children, upon his succession to the throne, this is Charles's succession to the throne, he would not receive any titles for his 2 kids. He and Meghan, says the source, are horrified by the news. Charles's decision is a business one, insists a second insider. He's adamant that the monarchy needs to be streamlined and there's no room for sentimentality. The insider reveals when Charles becomes king, he wants the royal institution to be run very efficiently. There will be other disappointed parties, so he doesn't think Harry should take this personally. But we know, of course, that's just, Harry is going to take it personally. Harry's a highly emotional wreck and he's going to take it personally. And we know that this is a personal dig. They thought they was going to get away with it. They thought that Charles and the Queen was going to be a soft touch, and they're not. Plus, adds the insider, since Harry formally forfeited his royal role, this really shouldn't be an issue, but we know it is. Charles's mother, Queen Elizabeth, fully supports his decision, but the Harry and Meghan source says the couple is convinced the real reason Charles is changing the royal rules is out of spite, in part because Harry ditched the monarchy, which of course he did. Charles told Harry and William that his choice to slim down the royal lineup is purely financial, but Harry and Meghan aren't buying it, says the source. Charles is threatened by Harry and Meghan and subsequently by their children. He never liked what Meghan represented, change and the future, and wants to keep her as far from the monarchy as possible. The source continues, and he's always seen his son as a rebel who's unfit for royal service. All of these dynamics, which he would be right in thinking, are playing out now. A third source says that the Duke of Cornwall gears up to take the crown. He's making it clear that he's the boss. Charles has been on edge about what Harry will do next, so he's taking the bull by the horns, adds the source. Harry and Meghan feel what he's done is a huge dig. Timing is, however, unfortunate, with sources saying Harry and William have made a little bit of progress in their frayed relationship, despite revelations from Battle of the Brothers. Inside story of a family tumult in which author Robert Lacey claims William and Harry had a fierce and bitter fight over bullying accusations against Meghan by palace aides back in 2018. The investigation into the bullying claims is ongoing. There's new speculation that the palace may wish to delay the findings until next year's sovereign grant report. The third source insists the brothers recently reconciled, allegedly, while planning the July 1st memorial for their late mother, and we know that that's not the case because Kate and the Queen will not be in attendance. Now, they have leaked out to the media that Kate won't be there and the Queen won't be there, and there'll only be one photographer and one cameraman and one journalist and the rest of it, because they want it to be a private, intimate ceremony, and they also want to streamline the event due to the pandemic, and therefore they don't want to have a big gathering and a big kind of drama fueled event with loads of bodies on the ground and no one really knows what is really going on. But I personally feel as though Kate has no desire to see Harry. She could barely look him in the eyes when they was all together at Prince Philip's funeral. She didn't want to talk to him and she immediately hung back and let him do the kind of exploitative dance whereby he was trying to be genuine by getting information either from her or from William in order to take that back to Oprah and do some kind of tell-all interview for more money, more press, more PR, more publicity. Any kind of information that Harry gets from his family, he simply just goes ahead and uses it against them. So it continues on to say here, they're looking forward to honouring their mum together. No one's betting on a truce between Harry and Charles. This new drama has destroyed any hope that there was that they'd heal their rift. Warns the Harry and Meghan source. Any progress they made has now been undone and it has been destroyed, essentially. So there you have it. Charles has finally seen the light and he is getting revenge against his wayward, rebellious son. I'll be back with another video, guys. Bye.